of my one arm, and then you can start hitting. So if I grab her neck, do it slow. Okay, now she's got control of my hands, and you can then move from there. Always do at least 3 things.
Okay, so I can control.
You've got control there.
I totally forgot how to do these.
Just
there's lots of things.
and you step out.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Step out to make a
Step out, I'm off balance. You've got that hand free, the left hand's free.
So then I can hit.
Hit, and I'm a little far away, but that's,
Right.
yep, you can kick. Now,
I think would probably be the easiest.
on a memorized, so if you grab on a memorized one, you can come here and swing around,
Oh, yeah.
and that will break that off, and you can kick. But this is what you're doing is good because you're taking control. It doesn't have to be the exact technique. You say, what do I have free? Have both hands free, have my feet free, right down the shins, stamp into their instep, pop that knee back up into their groin, hit, like you did. You stepped out, so I got off balance. All of those techniques are good for choke holds and anything like that. For the front, what can you do? Take control. What's free now?
This hand's still free.
So you can punch,
And I can hit right here.
hit me in the throat.
And I can step back.
Yep.
And then hit.
Very good. And so you took control of my top hands. So if I'm being choked and I'm a woman, I can't like do these special techniques where I come down. And if I'm, well, some women can. Some women are strong. You can come in on here. You can come up through here. What I really like is grab the ears, put the thumbs into the eye sockets and push. And you're just doing that. You can poke with the fingers, but this is, you really take it and they normally let go. So you'll see some techniques where they grab the inner part of here and then push down like that. That will work. Some people, if they have the strength to do it, other people won't. If you grab the outer part here, come around, you put a finger in that joint, you can take them down, put a finger in this joint right here, take them down to the floor. But for women, if it's a big guy that's doing it, try and use it on me.
Yeah, that's harder.
But it doesn't matter. I've got the strength there. All she has to do is poke me in the eye. I'm going to let go of her. Hit me in the groin. And look, I'm forward. My groin is right there in front of her. So those knees are just going to come up. You don't have to do all these fancy techniques where you're coming across like that. So another...
Larry, before we go on, can we move the girls this way?
Sure.
So that...
Right here?
Yeah, so I can get rid of the chairs and the piano behind her.
Oh, good idea.
Right here?
Yeah, so just saying...
Just standing this way instead of this way.
Oh, okay.
Stay right here in front of the camera. Okay.
That's better.
So
Okay.
another one, if they bring you down like this...
That's like my least favorite move. I hate it when my husband...
When he does that, well, you try to get out of it, which is good, but if I do get you... What do you do?
You also have your knees. You go
Like this.
on it.
Okay.
You also have
Yeah,
your
you've
knees.
got both hands open, but she doesn't want to hurt me, and that's okay. So when somebody, here, grab my head in the headlock. Oh, so I'm going to step, as I step around, the inertia of it, I'm going to hit her in the back, in the front, grab the hair, come up and hit here, or the nose, and then from there you can do elbows and everything. So,
Are you sure that would work? Because what if a guy has like a six-pack? So you'd be stronger there. And if he's like
Well,
short hair,
lower your hands. You're still gonna hit from both sides. You're coming in from, and as you step around, you're gonna do circles.
What if they're like short hair? Most guys have short hair. You really can't.
If you can't grab it, you can't grab it. So you come around, yep.
Yeah.
That hit, grab the hair if you can.
Yeah. Oh, you do have hair.
Palm thrust.
Let's do it.
Okay. So you come up like that, and you get my teeth together. So that's one of them. We've done the cross wrist grabs, the headlock. There's something like this. Okay. Now I've turned to the side, but she still has some power because she's got both feet. Yeah. Got elbows, and she can get out. And then you want to do snaps on these.
Yeah. Like you just want to go.
And I know she didn't want to hurt me, but I'm going to do the snaps, and you stamp on their instep. Stamp on the instep. So that's the headlock. What do they call it? Yeah, they call that a headlock. Some of these wrestlers, they get you down and you're in trouble, so you got to pinch them. Like pinch the inside of their thigh, pinch the inside of their arms. So we talked about the choke holds. Oh, I wanted to just practice again. So all of you get a little area. If somebody throws you down on the ground, remember, hands up in a blocking position. Roll to one side and kick. Roll to the other side and kick. Kelly, run around me.
Okay. Ooh, that is hard.
Run faster. And I can kick that knees. And see how you're rolling on your elbows?
Good thinking.
And you roll to one side, kick. So practice that at home, where you're rolling, and you've got your fists up to block your head in case they try and kick you. Now, you don't want to stay on the ground. If you can get up as soon as possible, because on the ground you don't have an advantage.
So that you can get back up.
Right, you want to get back up. But if you come at me, I'm going to kick you. And see how that alignment is with my legs?
And so if they try and jump on you, then you're automatically going to kick them off.
Yes, I'm going to kick them off and hit them. But I want to get up as soon as possible. Now remember, if someone pushes you from behind, so if you, break my glasses. If someone pushes you from behind, push me from behind. You want to roll over the back of your shoulder on an angle. So you're rolling, step forward, roll, and then come down, and then come up in your stance, ready, with your hands up. Someone pushes you from behind, you can do it too.
What if they push you from lower though, like right here? Like that's kind of harder because you're
It's
going
harder.
the wrong way.
Yeah, because if they're pushing you from lower, you don't have to tuck under. You just turn around. So why not, and practice that at home, that when you roll. And do it. You can do it on the lawn. Just be careful there's no sprinkler heads.
Or spiders in my house. There's so many
Spiders at your house?
Horrible.
Okay, so the grab techniques. You thought there's these. Most of these are all similar. Somebody grabs you like this. This is really bad because her hands are right in the wrong spot for me.
Yeah, I can just go reach down.
Grab, pinch.
Also, if I want to, I could do a little click.
There's all sorts of memorized ones that we have. Someone grabs your hair and you pack it back up. So if you grab my hair back here, I come around, right this, dragon fist, hit it. So there's one, what I really want you to get is combinations. You don't have to say, okay, I'm going to do the dragon fist, ridge hand, elbow, hit. But I want you to be able to do combinations. So if you learn a couple of them,
What's the dragon fist?
it's right here.
It's like the middle finger right
Middle finger is not out all the way. It's out right to there. So you're just hitting with that, and then you right down with it. And then the ridge hand is this fleshy portion, the little muscle right here. That's one of the soft blocks. Remember, we practice outward instead of outward circle, outward, inward. And so it's a little bit like Kung Fu on the sense. Yeah, so, any other blocks? Anything you want to go over with the grabs?
The backhanded one.
The choke?
Or maybe the front-handed one.
Okay, take control of them and get them off balance. So I've got you off balance. Then you can hit. Now, if you can get there, but I just want this to be taken control of. You can hit just like this.
Okay.
Or you can throw your arms up, but then all I do is get out.
You want to cause
I want to touch damage. So if you come back, the balance off, you break here, or hit here. Break, swing, hit him in the throat, hit him, see how your body is moving back and forth. I don't like to bring it back to here, but you are coming. And get used to that. Boom, boom, boom. And your pivots, so your legs. If you're standing straight and you're doing this, you've lost half your energy. You want to be moving. You see, your whole body's kind of pivoting. So when you punch, and then you're going to really get the force that you need. So what if the guy has glasses on? What do you do? Yep, swipe those glasses up. Come in with your thumbs or with your fingers. And if he's on top of you, what do?
You grab his ears and then you do it.
Push that.
Yeah, you push.
And the hard part, okay, get on the ground. I'll get your glasses off. Okay, so the guy's on top of you.
Okay.
What can you do here?
This, you can move them up,
Yeah,
and then you can rotate.
rotate, good. Depends how heavy he is, right? Now what? Because if you could knee him with the knees and you're wiggling, what else do you have at your disposal that you're not using?
My head.
If you can get that close, I'm pretty far
I
away.
don't think I could get that.
You have something else.
My feet,
If you can move them.
so my knees.
Your mouth.
Oh, and I can try and bite his arm.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What else? Am I strong enough? Can you get out of this? Okay, she's lifting. Yeah, good. Try. Okay, but what's his objective? I mean, really, he's going to have to let go of your hands to do some things.
So I can do the air thigh.
If you can get hold of that. But your mouth, screaming, people always laugh about that, but it will scare them and it'll draw attention from other people if you're in a room somewhere and you can get help. So if you're screaming for help, your mouth, and if he tries to cover your mouth, at least but a situation like that, try not to get down, because if a wrestler gets me on the floor, I used to be a wrestler in high school, but still, if a real good wrestler gets you on the floor, you're in trouble, so you don't want to let them. So you want to try and avoid getting down into that situation, if at all possible. So if a wrestler, they go into this move, they're not expecting to be kicked. But most nice wrestlers aren't going to try and tackle either, but it just depends on their training. So if they have martial arts training, it's even scarier. So go for the throat, go for the groin, go for the kneecaps, on all of the women's self-defense issues.
I guess I could have also tried like the door handle.
Yeah, but I had your hands.
Yeah, but like you were saying before, they're gonna have to let go eventually.
Yeah, because what's the purpose for me to sit and hold you on the ground? I'm on top and I'm holding you. Well, they either have to take their pants off or they have to, if they're going to do something like that. So there's a point where you're going to be able to do something, but you should be screaming. And try not to get into a situation where you're alone anyway. So how did you get in a room with a guy alone in the first place? And I have a friend that got raped in the house of her boyfriend. And that happened because she went over there and then she said, no, stop. And he went, stop. And she got raped. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. But so the situation was being alone with him in the first place, which she didn't think he was dangerous because he was the boyfriend. So, we still doing okay? Okay, so let's do the crossover walk. So you're all lined up. And how that works. Hands up.
Oh, we're doing it.
Yep. Cross back, over, back, over, back, over. Now we're going to go back. So you're going to go over the front and back, over the front and back, over the front. So when you're backing up, you drop your foot over the front. When you're going forward, you come through the back. Now, let's do the turn, where you cross back here and then swing around. Okay, that's a cross stance. Put it here and turn around. So you're actually putting your foot down and then spinning, and your arms are up. Now, when you're in a fight, this exercise is going to keep you limber and give you options. But I suggest when you're fighting, don't turn your back on them. And so that kick we learned, spinning back kick, where you do that, I'd rather not do it if I'm in a fight, because I don't want to turn my back on them. Like coming here and spinning around, I'd rather not do that with them in a fight. It just gives you options. If you had to spin, if you had to turn, if you had to go down. Same thing with the floor fighting. I'd rather not be on the floor fighting because you're at a disadvantage. So try not to do that. Try not to turn your back on them if you can possibly avoid it. So go for the eyes, the throat, the groin. That's repetitive, but that's what gets in your muscle memory. So when you're at work thinking, I'm working with